My name is Jasmine Fraser. I am the program director for the Master of Arts in Religious Education, and I'm also an assistant professor of religious education here in the seminary. Welcome to the Andrews Experience. Whether you're a new student coming in for the very first time, eager to wade into the pathway of becoming a world changer, or you're a returning student coming to finish what you have started, or perhaps you're just visiting with us today, and somewhere in the back of your mind, you are thinking that I should become a part of the Andrews Experience. Whoever you are, whatever your reason for being here today, we welcome you. We welcome you to the start of a brand new semester, the start of a brand new school year. We welcome you to the uncharted experiences and opportunities that lies ahead as you set forth to pursue a path of becoming a world changer. A special welcome to those of you who are enrolled in the Department of the Discipleship and Religious Education. Special welcome to you. At some point, you will hear more about all the different programs that are offered in this department. You will hear more about the Master of Arts in Youth and Young Adult Ministry. You will also hear more about the PhD in Religious Education. But at this time, I just want to take some time to tell you a little bit about the Master of Arts in Religious Education. So I want to take some time to share with you a little bit about the framework and the objectives of religious education, because you might be asking the question, so what is entailed in religious education? So we'll talk a little bit about the framework, the objectives, the concentrations that are available, interdisciplinary options, talk about discounts and even some added benefits, and ultimately a career possibility for religious education. The Masters in Religious Education program is what I would call an integrated, interdisciplinary program. And when I say integrated, it means that we don't just do Bible or theological stuff. It's an integration between theology, educational research, and socio-psych principles that we put together to put forth a curriculum that helps individual to work in the area of discipleship ministry. So the primary design of the curriculum has to do with faith formation and ongoing transformation. One of the challenges of working in ministry is a lot of times we evangelize, we do Bible studies, and individuals are excited and they come in and they accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. But as they get integrated in the faith community, a lot of times there's struggles and we don't understand how to help them. Research has shown that there is so much more to faith and growing in Jesus Christ than just Bible study and getting involved in ministry. I like what Cloud and Townsend say, that sincere Christian people who are very diligent about spiritual growth often hit an area of life that does not allow them, in spite of their best efforts, to move along. In spite of their best efforts with prayer and Bible study and Christian service, they tend to hit a rut that they can't get beyond. And so as we look at the whole dynamics of religious education, we think holistically. We think of the individuals as a spiritual, emotional person. And so we put together curriculum that addresses the head, the heart, and eventually equip individuals to go out and make their mark for Jesus Christ. So that's the basic foundation of what happens in religious education. Within the program, Religious Education, there are 4 basic concentration. We have the Bible teaching concentration, which comes with an advanced standing, and this advanced standing has to do with individuals who have a strong background in Bible, and they come in with that background in Bible. They're allowed to advance in that they will focus more on the educational aspect, doing educational research, and socio-psych principles are more embedded in the curriculum that they will pursue. So that's the perk for if you have a strong background in Bible. Another thing that is also available through this concentration is that for the teacher who is certified and they're coming in and they said, oh, I want to do some more. I want to learn the dynamics of giving Bible study, facilitating Bible study, or Bible teaching, not just Bible study, but teaching Bible in high school or wherever. And so they too will get the advanced standing through the educational process where they'll get credit for their educational background that they come in with, and they'll get to do more of the biblical aspect or the theology. And then there's a family life education track where you get a certification after you're finished. You are eligible to be certified with the NCFR certification. There's a campus leadership chaplaincy track also, and there's a customized track for more, I would call, interdisciplinary, and this has to do with if you have a background in something that we're not offering, you're able to customize your background with religious education. So those are the 4 basic concentration that are available through religious education. Religious education also gives you the opportunity to do a dual degree. Right now we're getting off the ground with allowing students to have a dual, to be able to do dual studies where they could take classes in the social work department, and at the end you have a degree, you have a Master of Art degree in religious education and also a Master of Art, a Master's in social work. So that's another option for you to pursue as you think religious education. The program consists of 48 credits. You can finish it within 2 years. And as I said earlier, there's the Bible teaching, the family life education, the campus leadership, and the customized. The core curriculum is centered around understanding the dynamics of being a Christian apologist, a pastor teacher, a servant leader, an evaluation where you learn the rigors of research and you're able to do good scholarly research, and of course maturing Christian and moving on to becoming a lifelong scholar. And then there's the electives. The elective has to do with your area of emphasis or your concentration. And as I said, yes, you could finish the program within 2 years. It's 48 credits. And one of the thing that is good about the Master of Art in Religious Education is that it's an academic program, so you can move straight from this program into a PhD program, whether it's a PhD in religious education or a PhD in another area. As I said, there are benefits to the program. One of the benefits is that you get, the regular person coming in can get a 25% discount off, and if you are able to keep up with your GPA of 3.0, and also the NCFR certification that is available through the National Certification Board. One of the amazing thing, and we have this happening with a lot of our MDiv students and other religion students, where they come in and they're pursuing a degree, their spouse are allowed or their spouses are able to do classes for much, much cheaper than they're doing. And so with religious education, spouses are able to take classes for just $155 per credit for up to 9 credits per semester. So for those of you who are in the MDiv or other areas of studies here in the seminary, this is an opportunity for your spouse to get a degree for a very discounted degree. And as I said earlier, there's the opportunity to get certified with the National Council of Family Research or Family Relations. And with that, when you're certified, it gives you more opportunity to work within the church and also outside of the church. And we're going to talk about next about some of these career paths that you're able to take. So of course there's a family life professional, and This comes when you get certified with the National Council for Family Relation. And there's a special track, as I mentioned earlier, for that. Then there's a campus chaplaincy, a spiritual leadership path. There's a path for research for those of you who are more inclined to continue in academia and to get involved in your community to see what is going on. There's community research in terms of how we can make a difference in the community. There's a track for teacher, early childhood education, and you could also use your experience or your degree as a religious educator to become a pastor of family life or a pastor for discipleship. Many of our graduates at this time have moved on to become missionaries because most of them are international students, and they took it because it was very handy to help them in the mission field. And also here in the U.S., one of the things that I know individuals who take the family life track, they become mediator between the court system and families. And of course, the opportunity to work as a conference administrator or to pursue further studies as a doctoral student. So these are the basic things about religious education. And as I mentioned earlier, our graduates are scattered around the world. We're in touch with just a few of them because of the international gap and the distance. But as I said, most of them have become missionary, or they have taken up family life roles in their community at this time. As you think about religious education, I want to leave you with this thought that I call it my perspective, and some of us within our department shares it also, that as we look at life, you take life as you find it, but never leave life the way you find it. Never leave life the way you found it. Try to make life a little better, a little sweeter for those who come after you. And this is just briefly an overview of religious education. We will be here. Our contact information is here where you can reach out to us, talk to us by phone, by email. I know right now it's face-to-face is limited, but we're available for you to have dialogue with us. Thank you. We welcome you to the experience here at Andrews University.